We're going to continue now the continuity offense we have here with 2 coming off the double screen and then the single screen for number 2 out to the right side of the floor. After 2 comes off the double screen from 4 and 5, 4 is going to flash back into the middle. You've seen many times in our continuity offense already. It's a great option to pick and then step back into the middle. He'll look for the basketball. As that's happening, 3, after he set his screen, is coming out to the left side of the floor. 4 is flashing into the middle. If he does not get the ball, he is going to step to the ball side low post. 5 now is going to flash to the high post. And you will see with the 5-man in the high post, the 4-man down in the low block, the 3-man out to the wing, we are now in our original alignment that started this offense. 4 has the option of standing here in the low post to get the ball, or you can always step to the short corner as well to keep this continuity offense going. From here again, we would repeat the same action going the other way. After the ball was reversed, 1 would take the ball back to the other side of the floor. We would now set a double screen with 5 and 4, similar to the way we did just to bring the ball back to this side of the court. We now have the basketball on the right side of the floor. As we just showed you, 1 has driven the ball across the top, getting the ball to the right side of the floor. 2 has come off the double screen from 4 and 5 and the single screen from 3, trying to get him the ball in the corner. He is the man being denied in the box and 1, the diamond and 1. As soon as 2 comes off the double screen, 4 is going to flash to the middle of the lane looking for the basketball. As we've shown you in previous diagrams, this is a great option after screening to step back into the middle of that box and 1 or diamond and 1. As that's happening, 3 is going to come out to the opposite side for spacing and floor balance. Once 4 comes into the middle and does not get the basketball, he will now step to the low post while 5 fills behind into the high post. Okay, we are now in a similar situation where we were in the beginning of this offense with 2 in the corner, 1 having the ball on top, 5 in the high post, 4 in the low post. 4 will now step to the short corner, bringing 5 into the low post mid-range area. So now you've got 4 in the short corner and 5 in the mid post. 3 is cleared out to the opposite side. 1 has the ball, 2 is in the corner. Again, 5 mid post, 4 is short corner. We're going to finish up this continuity by showing you again once how we get the ball back to the other side of the floor. The action will be duplicated with 2 not having a shot, not having any options to get the ball inside. We'll reverse the ball to 1, and he will look to drive the basketball again across the top of the zone. Most of the time in a box and 1 or a diamond and 1, you're going to be able to reverse the ball fairly easy. They're really going to have difficulty trying to pressure the ball on the top because of the defense trying to contain the inside. As this is happening again, we will repeat the same action. 3 is coming down to screen. 4 and 5 are setting the double screen for 2, coming off, trying to get open on the opposite corner. If he's open for the shot, he's going to get it. Again, 5 is coming back to the middle. If he doesn't get it, he's going into the low post. 3 is coming out to the other side. 4, as before, is following behind 5 to the high post, and then he goes back down to the low post. Of course, 5, as we said before, came to the middle for the ball, went to the low post, and then stepped to the short corner. Right in the same position we just started on this side of the floor is now on the left side of the floor. Our next continuity offense starts out in a 3-out, 2-in alignment. The wing player being denied here, number 2. We're going to want to make a pass to the open wing player, number 3 on the left side. 5 and 4 are going to set a double staggered screen for number 2 along the baseline, trying to get him open in the corner for a shot. Once 2 comes off the screen from 5, 5 will flash into the middle of the lane and continue on to the high post. Of course, 3 can look to hit 5 at any point there in this offense. This offense will now continue with us trying to get 1 for an open shot on the backside of the floor. As soon as 1 had passed to 3 on the wing, 5 flashing to the high post, 1 will cut to the backside of the floor. If he's a 3-point shooter, he certainly should cut to the 3-point line. But we definitely want him low enough on the backside of the floor, so this backside defender has got to cover him when 3 attempts to skip the ball to the backside of the floor. This player will be open the majority of the time, so you're hoping this will be one of your better shooters, even though number 2 is your best shooter and being denied. You're hoping this guy can at least make the mid-range jump shot. If not, send him to the 3-point corner. But on this skip pass, we're sucking out the backside defender out to guard him. And on the pass, and the flight of the ball on the skip pass, 5 is now diving to the low block area. Okay, so on the skip, if this shot is not open, hopefully you'll have a quick pass underneath the basket for number 5 for an easy layup. I want to give you one option to try to reverse the basketball to number 1 in the corner. A little different than just skipping the ball. As we told you, 1 is going to cut to the low side of the floor, deep enough where the backside defender has to guard him. 3, instead of skipping the ball, can use a ball screen from number 5. 3 can look to drive and get into paint to score on the jump shot. If not there, he will then make the pass to number 1 in the corner, with X5 repeating his same action of now cutting to the low block. Hopefully we bring out the low defender to the corner and a quick pass to number 5 for the layup, as we had just described. Just another option to get the ball to the other side of the floor, using the same option of sending your point guard or your other shooter down to the corner to try to draw out the backside defender. To continue the offense, we're going to assume now that 1 did not have the open shot or was unable to get the ball into the high post. If he does not, he will dribble the ball up to the free throw line extended. 4 and 5 will now repeat their action and set a double staggered screen for number 2 cutting to the ball side corner. Again, once 2 comes off of 4 screen, he will flash to the middle and look for the basketball from 1. Doesn't get it, he'll continue to the high post. So 1 is looking in the middle, and he's also looking for 2 getting open in the corner off the double staggered screen from number 4 and 5. Okay, now we're conclude with getting the ball back to the other side so you're real comfortable with the continuity on this. Again, it's the same alignment similar to what we had in the beginning. Different players in different spots now, with 3 being the backside wing. 1 again has the option to skip the ball to number 3, cutting below that backside defender. We're trying to draw this backside defender. So 1 can skip the ball to 3, as we've shown you already in the previous diagram, or 4 can step out and ball screen for 1, and then we skip the ball to number 3 in the corner. And of course 4 now is rolling back into this low spot. Hopefully 3 has brought out that backside defender, and now 3 can either take the shot or dump it right into 4. If he doesn't get the ball, as we've shown you in the past, 3 is now dribbling the ball back up. 4 and 5 are now going to set the staggered screen for 2 along the baseline, bringing him to the ball side corner, and you're right back where we started to continue the offense. If you're fortunate to have 2 great scorers on your team, especially 2 great perimeter scorers, you may come into a situation where teams are trying to play a triangle and 2 defense against you. We're now going to show you some continuity offenses you can use against the triangle and 2 defense. Now we're going to talk about attacking the triangle and 2 defense. You're going to find the triangle and 2, majority of the time, will probably try to take away your point guard and perhaps another perimeter shooter. Or if you have 2 shooters and your point guard's not a shooter, you can certainly guarantee your wings will be denied. In this diagram, we're going to show our wing player 3 being denied and your point guard being denied, even though he's bringing the ball up. Once he passes it, they're going to try to keep him from getting the basketball. But we're going to show him with the ball, at least bringing the ball up the floor, that you were successful getting to him, bringing it in. In this situation now, 2 is going to step up to the opposite top of the key area. 1 is going to try to make an entry pass to him. Again, he's not being denied, so that should be an easy pass. After 1 makes the pass, he is going to come down and set a screen on this backside triangle defender. Again, you've got the defenders are in a triangle, so you're going to be on the blocks with those defenders, and the other defender will probably be in a high post area trying to take anything away coming to the top of the key. But X1 is going to screen this backside defender sitting down there in the paint. As that happens, 4 is now going to cut into the middle of the lane. 5 will cut behind 4, back up to the top. So our first look on this continuity offense is right to the middle. After 1 passes to 2, sets the screen, 4 cuts in behind, in the middle, 2 looking inside. 5 now will pop up to the opposite side of the floor. Now you see we've reversed the ball. 4 has come across the middle. We didn't get the ball to him. He continues on to the ball side, low block. 1 went down to set the screen and then popped out to the opposite wing. If we can't get the ball inside, as we said earlier, we'll now reverse the ball back and try to recreate the same action. Now, this probably will not result in X3 getting open, 3 being denied here by his defender. To continue this offense, to keep the continuity going, you want to make sure that you repeat the actions. And that is number 2 coming down and screening on that low post defender with X3 behind him on his back into the middle of the lane looking for the ball from 5. And then 4 will come up to the top. Again, if 3 doesn't get the ball, he will continue to the ball side low block. 1 is now on the wing, and now you have both players being denied on the same side of the floor. 1 on the wing, 3 in the low block. 4 has moved up now to the high post opposite the ball. 5 has the basketball on the right side of the floor.